We're constantly bombarded with filtered photos and altered images online, often putting unnecessary pressure on people to change how they look. It's prompted a new learning module to be rolled out in schools nationwide as part of Mental Health Awareness Week. Lauren Hendrickson has more.
Whether it's scrolling, double tapping, or just plain browsing, look up, it's all around us.
My interactions with social media start the moment I wake up.
4 out of every 10 Kiwis currently use at least 5 social media platforms. And while many can use those spaces in a positive way, they can also put quite a dent in our mental health. A whopping 90% of young women say they use a filter or edit their photos before posting. And just over a third of all Kiwi teens spend at least 4 hours online every day. But it's not just females that feel pressure to look their best.
When I scroll on my social media feed, it's, constant, gym TikToks. It is unhealthy when it's promoted that having a six-pack or having muscles defines your happiness or the way that you should feel about yourself.
So for this Mental Health Awareness Week, Netsafe is teaming up with Body Right to launch a new educational module. It will be rolled out in schools across the country from early next year.
These are 7-minute lessons. One of them is going to be your selfie, and that will encourage people to critically think about the images they're seeing.
Netsafe says it will help students recognise the difference between what's fake and what's real, and encourage them to have healthy conversations about mental health online.
People learn in different ways, so it'll be PowerPoints, video, and there will also importantly be a lesson plan.
It'll be an awesome resource for young people to utilise. Hopefully it becomes a lot more integral within the education system.
And until it launches, they're encouraging Kiwis to ditch the filters.
Embrace the way that you look through the lens without any editing.
And keep it real online. Lauren Hendrickson, Newshub.
Joining us now in studio to discuss this further is psychologist Sarah Chatwin. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us. Now, how damaging can the impact be on teenagers in seeing the posts that social media influencers put up?
Oh, look, very damaging. I mean, if you are looking at all of these images all the time, you're clearly going to be influenced by them. And there's a very narrow definition of beauty that these images are sending out. And they are manipulated and they are unethically retouched. And this is what our kids are seeing. And they're trying to be like that. So it can be very damaging. At one end of the continuum, you've got high anxiety, low levels of self-esteem. At the extreme end, you've got body dysmorphic disorders, eating disorders, and all of that kind of stuff. Scary.
And things like photo filters, bragging, pretty common on social media. Has the horse bolted in terms of changing the way people use it?
Well, I most certainly hope not. And Body Right and Netsafe don't think so. I mean, I think we just have to keep this conversation going and raise the level of awareness of these issues because look, I think they're going to be around for a while. We would like to eradicate manipulation of images, but I think we have to keep that awareness and keep the conversation going so that people know what is real and what is not.
And flipping the coin, why do people put so much effort into misrepresenting themselves online?
It's very, very scary. 90% of teen girls edit their photos, and I think that clearly shows us that they're not liking themselves in real life, and that's a shame. But I think that is also due to the overexposure of images that are just not correct. Cinched-in waists and cheekbones that never were and flawless skin. We are sending very dangerous messages out to teens and children. They're trying to, emulate that, and it's not working. They're not happy in their own skin, so we do have to change this.
Absolutely. And what do you hope this new education initiative will achieve?
Well, it's really great that, Body Right and Netsafe have come out and said, hey, listen, upload images of yourself, just natural images, without this manipulation, without this retouching, and hashtag it, hashtag be your selfie, because we are celebrating who you are as you are. So we just want to, raise the level of awareness, start people understanding that a lot of these images are retouched and digitised and manipulated to within an inch of their lives, and we want to cut that a bit. We want to live in a real world and celebrate ourselves as we are.
Well said. Sarah Chatwin, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Isabel.